Hey guys, it's Taylor Hartman. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, feel free to hit that subscribe button down below. But today's video, we have a Halo Smoky Eye using our Urban Decay Naked Heat Palette. So if you're interested in this, then just keep on watching. So like I said, we are taking our brand new Urban Decay Naked Heat Palette. This is the first I'm using this in this video, so I'm super excited. This palette comes with 12 gorgeous shades. You get mattes and metallics mixed in. It's perfect to create any look. And this palette retails for $54. So we are just going to jump right in. We are using the brush that the palette comes with and the shade Ounce. And I am just setting down my concealer for this step. Whatever you guys use to prime your eyes is fine. Go right ahead and then just use that matte kind of white shade to set everything in place. You don't want your shadows moving later on. We're setting from lid to brow bone and a little bit on our lower lash line. Next, I'm taking a Morphe E27 brush and I'm taking the shade named Sauced. And this is going to work as our transition shade. So this shade is going to help blending later on because all the other shadows blend right into it. And you definitely need this brush. It is my absolute favorite because it perfectly blends everything together, and I always use it for my transition shade. It just really creates like a flawless start, which is like what you guys want, and if the brush does the work for you, I'm gonna let you know, and that's why it's my favorite, because it really does the work for you. So next we are taking a Morphe M443 brush and the shade named He Devil, which I think is like the funniest name. I feel so weird saying it. And this shade is going to work to build up the color in our crease, which is what we want. We want everything to appear very orange, which obviously this palette is warm themed, but I wanted to have like a good orangey kind of crease. And I ended up taking a little bit too much shadow, so I'm going to show you guys how we can blend this out. I didn't realize how pigmented it was, that's why I took a lot, I guess. I don't know, I don't even think I meant to. But we're just going to work with that E27 brush that we used for our transition shade, and this is going to help blend out any edges. I didn't pick up any additional product, I just used whatever was left, and it perfectly blends anything out for you, any lines. Next, we are taking a Morphe M412 brush and the shade Enfuego, yes, queen. And we are using that brush to add some depth in the inner and outer corners, and that's what you want to do because we're going for that halo eye. And you kind of want to blend it into the crease like a little bit, but nothing too heavy because you want the focus of the colors to be on your lid. So I am just kind of wiggling the brush in place. Once I like pat it down, I'm just kind of wiggling it to blend out any edges because you want the edges to blend like softly towards the center of your eye, because that just makes it look so much better when you're like doing halo eye when everything's blended. So if you have any lines or you feel you lost some of that first orange color, you just go back in with that M433 and add a little bit more color if you need it, or blend out any lines, and it makes it so much easier. Next, I am taking the shade Ashes with a Morphe M506 brush. This is a smaller brush. Obviously, we're starting with larger brushes and working our way down. So you just use this smaller brush to really further like add that depth in the inner and outer corner. It's better to slowly work up towards the depth that you want rather than just like smacking color straight down on your lid, because it's definitely harder to blend out if you work that way. If you do it the way I'm showing, you just like carefully build up the color and you get exactly what you're looking for. And you kind of just want to like pull it between your crease a little bit just to add some depth in the center. And next I'm taking a ColourPop flat shader brush. I am obsessed with this brush for metallics or ColourPop shadows. That's what it's meant for. But I spritzed my brush with some Fix Plus, and I picked up that shade Scorched, and I'm shook, girl. I'm shook. and I just kept packing that on my lid. This shade was so gorgeous. I feel like Urban Decay's like metallic shades like haven't always been the best, so I was super excited when this one really worked. I went back in with Fuego and that M412 brush and blended out any harsh edges, and I just repacked that shade Scorch on the lid again. Sometimes you lose a little bit of the pigmentation when you're blending, so just keep building it up to whatever intensity that you want, and just carefully blend out the edges. So next I'm taking that same ColourPop brush in the Lumbra shade. Oh my god, sorry if I butchered that, that's so embarrassing. But this is going to go on the very center. I also spritz my brush with Fix Plus for this, and this is going to go on the very center of the lid because this will help give all that dimension. And then I am going in with my M506 brush in the Fuego shade, and this is going to go on the inner and outer corner. And then I'm taking a tiny detail brush and picking up that Ashes shade again, and that's going to go on the inner and outer corner to add more depth. Pick up that Scorch shade with your ColourPop flat packing brush and Fix Plus and smudge that a little bit on your lash line just to add a little bit of something, and then you're going to add the Lumbra shade again in the middle, just a tad. And then I'm going to take my Urban Decay Liquid Moon Dust in the shade Chemtrail and pop that in my inner corner. I thought this just added like a little bit of something. I'm just going to blend out the edges with a tiny little pencil brush, and I think I packed it on a little bit more just to add a like really foiled kind of glittery finish. And then I'm going to pop out some lashes off camera. I'm taking the Icon lashes in the shade Black Magic, and you can use the code Taylor Makeup for money off at checkouts. And I'm going to use my Mad Lash mascara from the Balm and just coat my lashes to blend in my real ones with the falsies, and add a little bit to my lower lash line. And yes, mascara, awkwardly not in frame. Yeah, this is my first time using this mascara actually. It was okay, I don't know. I'll have to try it without fake eyelashes. There we go. Yes, girl. Then we're taking Ounce again and that same first brush we used in highlighting our brow bone. And then we are done. Woo! Here's the finished look, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you guys like this style of video with a little bit slowed down pace, normal time. Let me know in the comments below. Have a good one, guys. Bye.